Hello, Capricorn, and welcome. Thanks so much for being with me. This will be a general weekly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 22nd through July 28th, but dates are flexible. Also, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone. And honestly, as soon as these cards jumped out, I really felt that the situation is quite specific. And I feel a very strong energy around this. It's like a very compelling energy, so to speak. So let me just explain, if you've not been with me before, how I do weekly readings, and that is from the major arcana. I ask for a card just one card that best represents the energy that either you're bringing to the situation or the energy surrounding the situation. And sometimes it's the energy that you need to bring to the situation. And we have the Death card here. And I feel as though that is the energy of this situation. It's kind of like, I feel like it's a summary of this situation, which this situation was extremely clear to me once, most of the cards were out. The situation was very, very clear. And that's why I feel it's very specific. So from the minor arcana, I ask for a card or cards for the physical realm, mental realm, spiritual realm. So in other words, what's going on in your physical world, what's on your mind or what you're focused on, and a message from the universe, source, spirit. Okay. So, let me get started with this. I'm going to, it's a specific situation, but I'm going to discuss it in a general way at first, and then maybe give like specific examples afterwards. So, in the physical realm, there is someone represented by the King of Wands reversed. Okay, so for me, in my readings and interpretations, almost never does a court card indicate gender. Okay, it's really about the energy and just what I feel about it. So the King of Wands reversed does not necessarily represent a male, and the queens in this reading do not necessarily represent females. Okay, so someone represented by the King of Wands reversed is feeling a lack of control over his realm, okay, over his kingdom. And what I mean by that is that this King of Wands is really feeling indecisive. It's a specific indecision. It's not a general characteristic of this person, but this person in this situation is feeling very indecisive and very uninspired. I feel uninspired. And it's like out of sorts, out of alignment, right? And then what jumped up, which came out with it, but underneath it, the King of Wands reversed, is the Seven of Cups reversed. So I feel like this is almost like an emphasis or an exclamation point on the indecision of the King of Wands reversed. So I feel as though the King of Wands reversed is really feeling overwhelmed with indecisiveness. And or if the feeling isn't overwhelming, it is just really having trouble making a decision. Really having trouble making a decision. So, the general decision that the King of Wands reversed is making is what's on in the mental realm here. In the mental realm, the focus is a decision between what is represented by the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay, I do feel it's specifically people, but you know what? It's very possible that it's not just people. The fact that it's a general reading for some of you, the fact that the indecision, the focus, the mental realm, the thoughts are around two queens might indicate the importance of these two things that the King of Wands reversed is deciding between. So in other words, crowns, indicating like a feeling of importance. So if the King of Wands reversed is not deciding between two people of basically equal stature, in some sense, equal stature, by virtue of the fact that each is a queen, then whatever the topic is or the subject of the indecision, the choices are of equal stature, if that makes sense. So I'm giving it to you as generally as possible. So the King of Wands reversed is undecided between two. It could be more than two for some of you. Again, general reading. But it could very well mean being indecisive between two important subjects or two people, okay, who are of, say, equal stature. Now, the advice from the universe is amazing to me, how clear it is. The Ace of Wands, immediately I felt the message in this situation was start fresh, start fresh. And part of that clarity in the start fresh message is the fact that underneath that jumped out the Queen of Pentacles reversed, which to me indicates that this person or this option that the King of Wands reversed should start fresh with, should look at, should choose, is someone or something that the King of Wands reversed has not yet considered. If it's a person, it may be someone that either was not considered or has not, that the King of Wands reversed has not even met yet. Okay, so specifically, normally in my readings, this is what's on your mind. So that would mean that the King of Wands reversed would represent you. I do have the sense that I don't normally have, that this is a very specific situation, but where it becomes general is maybe you are one of these people, which normally wouldn't, this would normally be what's on your mind, and it may very well be for some of you, but for others, you may be in a situation where you know that someone is trying to decide between you and another person. Maybe you have recently applied for a job, or you're up for a promotion that and there are other people up for it also, or you know that someone with whom you are involved romantically is trying to choose between you and someone else. It is also possible you might even recognize yourself as the Queen of Pentacles reversed. In other words, maybe at work. People are being considered for a promotion, but you haven't been considered yet, and you know you're the right person. But yes, for many of you, if this resonates with you, you will be the King of Wands reversed, deciding between two people or two situations or two topics, two things. And the universe, the advice though, is to start fresh and to choose someone or something that you have not yet considered, or if it's a person you have not yet met, possibly. So again, very specific, yet can be looked at in a general way. So with the death energy, it's this indecision, this situation is coming to a like kind of a natural ending. So, for example, if the King of Wands reversed is indecisive about which person he wants to continue or pursue a romantic relationship with, this indecision, these relationships are coming to a natural ending, which will actually open the door for each person involved to start anew. If it's a boss trying to decide between which people to hire and neither one of these is the right one, again, the natural progression is for each person involved. This dying out of the old is the opportunity for each person involved to start anew. So the message here is basically that the King of Wands reversed, whether it's you or someone else, is really supposed to start fresh. See the fresh growth coming out of the wand? I feel start fresh with someone or something new that hasn't been considered yet, or someone who has not even possibly come into the King of Wands reversed physical reality. And also another indication that this Queen of Pentacles reversed is the correct choice for the King of Wands reversed is the fact that each is reversed. But I feel like the reversed also means it's just hasn't been considered, or the person hasn't been met yet. Excuse my dog barking in the background. I apologize. So Capricorn, again, very specific. It may not resonate with you, but if you are the King of Wands reversed, for example, consider that it's possible that neither one of these is right for you. This is a general reading. It is not a prediction or fortune telling. So I would never want to tell you, okay, leave these two options behind and go pursue something else or look for the new. But if you find that you have been overwhelmed with indecision about a specific subject or specific people, and there is a sense that you feel, if the indecision is stemming out of the fact that you really don't think either is right for you, then you might want to take the universe's advice and start fresh with someone you have not even considered starting fresh with, or someone whom you have not yet met. Okay, Capricorn, enough said. Thank you so much for being with me. I really appreciate it. And again, very specific, might not resonate with everyone, but regardless, Capricorn, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and have a really fabulous week.